Hey there, leaders. I am here today because I want to talk to you about how to take effective notes for this class, but for all of your classes, really. And then how to make sure that those notes are carefully and with a lot of detail prepared and ready to help you on your quizzes and assessments in this course. Okay, so you already know that you're required to read the chapters out of this textbook. And as you're reading the chapters, I have informed you that it would be really prudent of you to make sure that you have super detailed and carefully crafted notes. Okay, now some of us weren't really taught how to do this in a way that would be most effective for you as a college academic and future leader, right? So I just want to go over some really quick and effective ways to help you take notes that make you feel super prepared and feel like you've really comprehended the concepts within the chapter. So first and foremost, of course, the beginning of the textbook comes with, basically a table of contents. However, if you turn the page, there is a more detailed contents. And I think that this is an excellent place for you to begin outlining your notes before you even start reading the chapter. So for example, in chapter 1, Understanding Leadership, if you look really carefully, it breaks down so much information in chapter 1. And therefore, if I were you, I would have either a Word document, or if you're old school like me, right, a notebook that would break down these particular subtopics within the chapter. And I'd make sure that as I'm reading, I'm answering those questions. What is a leadership trait? What is the influence process in leadership? And I'd be able to jot down the information that I am gathering as I'm reading the chapter and put it in there. Therefore, I can then answer the question in chapter 1, what is global leadership and its attributes? What is the dark side of leadership? What does that really mean? What is it? And so therefore, I have my notes very carefully crafted in a way that helps me understand what the subtopics in chapter 1, Understanding Leadership, are. And then at the end, I can say, do I understand what all of those contents and subtopics mean? Okay, so to me, that is a really good place to begin, is with that detailed contents. Okay, then I would go and use the glossary in the chapters. At the end of each chapter, there's a short glossary of terms and jargon you should learn. And so you want to make sure that you understand that jargon, what it means. Okay. And I would also use, there's a very well put together summary at the end of each chapter that also is super helpful in making sure that you fill in any gaps of understanding that you might have. Okay, once you have those chapter notes written out super well, then you can go ahead and view the slideshows for the chapters and add in anything that you may have missed or anything that you feel like illuminates that concept a little more for yourself. Same thing if, like we will have next week, some videos, some articles, just add into your notes whatever it is that you find there that you feel like really helps you understand the concept, or add some more detail that you hadn't had previously. Okay, then once you have those notes, you want to read them over, make sure that they're really, the information within them really is living inside of you, right? Like you get it. You understand, for example, what the dark side of leadership is, and you could explain it to someone else. Then that is when you want to be able to have a clean space in front of you, your textbook with you, your notes with you, so that you can take that quiz and really feel strongly that you are prepared and ready for it. Okay. One other thing I want to mention about the quizzes is, unfortunately, due to the situation we're living in and taking these TCC live classes, ebooks are great, but we cannot use ebooks while you're taking the assessments in this course using the HonorLock test proctoring. But there's some ways around that if you are using an ebook and you would like to have the actual textbook chapter with you. Of course, you get to take notes. So if you have really solid notes, it might be a moot point. But if you would like to have the textbook chapter with you, you can, of course, print them out. I know there's a couple of students in this class that are doing that. So that's just some breakdown for you. I think if you use this method, you will find that these challenging quizzes, because they are challenging, will become a lot easier for you. And really, the bigger picture is, am I learning this information, right? Am I taking accountability for my own learning? Do I understand these concepts so that I'm ready to be able to use them and apply them in my own life as a leader every day right now? Thanks.